Hi, this is my June book haul. I got some of these books while I was doing a work experience at Penguin a couple of weeks ago, and there are some that I bought myself, got as a present, or received to review. Okay, let's get started. The first one might actually be the best one. It is this shiny copy of The Great Gatsby. Hopefully this will be the start of a collection. Not of copies of The Great Gatsby, but of all these beautiful shiny books by F. Scott Fitzgerald. A lot of this is going to be non-fiction, by the way, because that's the department where I was an intern. I have John Gray's The Silence of Animals. I'm not quite sure how this book is constructed, but what I do know is that it is about the human as an animal. Then I have The Whispering Muse. This is a present that I got from Kira, who is a friend of a friend, and she stayed over at our house. And she left this on my bed as a thank you. It's been translated from Icelandic, and it's signed as well. This is a gorgeous copy of Dante's Inferno, which I've never read before, and it has quite a nice raised pattern. Now let's get into some non-fiction. Here I have Anti-Fragile with the subtitle Things That Gain from Disorder. Tough times don't last, tough people do. It has a kind of rubbery feeling and it has the orange spine. I've seen quite a lot of these around, and this book appealed to me because I'm very interested in reading about people who thrive even though there might be something wrong with them, or maybe even because of that. I don't know how much of this focuses on actual human beings or if it's more focused on the economy or nature, but I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. And this is something I've been lusting after for quite a while. The History of the World in 12 Maps. It's kind of the same edition as the previous book. It has the orange spine. I know there's also another one called History of the World in 100 Objects because they sell that one at the British Museum. I went to the British Museum recently and I was kind of explaining some things to my dad, and I really felt like there were some gaps in my knowledge, and I'm hoping that this book will help me out. And the last non-fiction book is The Body Economic, also by Penguin, and it's about how the daily lives of people are affected by economic crisis. The summary in the front gives you some really exciting questions, and that's one of the reasons I really wanted this book. Why did Sweden experience a fall in suicides during its banking crisis? Why is Greece experiencing rocketing HIV rates? And how did the health of Americans actually improve during the catastrophic crisis of the 1930s? And then I have a couple more fiction books. I bought this one from the Book Depository. It is The Death Cure by James Dashner. I own the first two books in this series, and now with the movie coming out, I figured I should probably buy the last part in the trilogy, and then I can reread the first and second one and then read this one. Now I have two books that I've received for review. The first one is the beautiful new paperback version of Zadie Smith's N.W. and even the inside is amazing. I've never read any Zadie Smith before, which I know is a crime, especially when I'm living with Rosianna, who loves Zadie Smith. Then I have Beautiful Ruins by Jess Walter. It starts in Italy in the 1960s when a woman and a man meet, and then it continues in present-day Hollywood, where the Italian man shows up to find this woman he met 50 years ago. And once again, this paperback also looks really nice on the inside. Okay, this is the very last one, and it's a massive book. It is The Art of Joy, and it's this big. It is a fictionalized memoir, a book of romance and sexual adventure, and a Bildungsroman. And I think it might have been translated from Italian. So as you can see, I have plenty of reading to do in the next couple of weeks. In the comments you can let me know if you've read any of these books before. I'll also leave a link to my GoodReads in the description where you can keep up with what I'm reading, and I will also put my Book Depository affiliate link there in case you want to buy any of these books. And finally, if you haven't seen it yet, I posted a mini bookshelf tour on the Railroad Reads channel. I hope you enjoyed this haul, and I'll talk to you guys later. Doei!